He already is the GOAT.
Yeah, you're acting like he's not already the GOAT, so we can just wrap this up.
All right, guys. I hope
topic.
y'all enjoyed.
Just cut it right there and just end the podcast.
Yeah. No, but on the real though, by the end of his career, where do you guys realistically see Luka Doncic?
I think that as long as he doesn't get hurt, if he doesn't have any career-altering injuries, he's gonna be top 10 to say the least. Me personally, I think he is top 10. I mean, you could just look at his pace right now. If he doesn't have anything to set him back, his numbers are gonna be right there with LeBron.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what if, he has all the numbers, but he only gets 1 or 2 rings?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Is Luka? It's gonna be depending on if he can get on a team or have people join him to win championships. Because you can see literally with LeBron what just happened with the GOAT conversation, where LeBron is gonna pass everything really in everybody in most things, but he's not the GOAT over Jordan because he has 3 and not 6. And he might get 4, and people are still be like, he's not even close.
Yeah.
So let's say that's my thing with Luka is he'll definitely have all the numbers, assuming he's healthy. Like we said, he'll finish with some of the best numbers of all time. It's just, is he gonna win? I think Dallas is a good spot. KP just tore his meniscus though, so hopefully this isn't a trend.
Rick Carlisle's a championship caliber coach.
Yeah, for sure. I just hope that
Mark Cuban will make it happen.
Yeah, he will. I just hope the Mavs can reach their maximum potential.
You guys see the joke that Mark Cuban said the other night? How he was saying he would divorce his wife before he let Luka go. He would choose.
I wouldn't put it past.
over his wife.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, look, Luka makes him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Luka makes him a lot of money.
I would say also Luka showing up.
His money too.
Luka showing up and just how he is right now I feel like it's going to attract a lot more free agents. Like people are going to want to go to Dallas because they're like, hey.
And Dallas is a nice spot too. I mean, Texas is nice.
He's definitely going to attract free agents. That's for sure. It's like you think about LeBron. Like LeBron really never had free agents come to him, but I feel like there's a difference when it comes to it. I just feel like.
I mean, yeah, there's a difference. LeBron played in Cleveland.
Yeah.
To quote my man Joakim Noah, I ain't never heard anyone say I'm going to vacation in Cleveland.
Hey, Kevin Love went. Kevin Love went to Cleveland.
Kevin Love got checked.
He was in Minnesota. That's
right. Exactly.
Never mind. He'll be in Minnesota.
Well, you make it seem like there's not other stars right now.
Or go to Cleveland where it sucks and win. That's basically what it was.
I also think organization-wise, the Mavs are just better than the Cavs. Like who's the owner of the Cavs? Dan Gilbert.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever going to choose him over Mark Cuban. Where Mark Cuban's a player, he's an owner that enjoys his players and likes his players, and he's going to attract, or he's going to be like, hey, how do I make you happy? Other than how do we just win?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely think he can attract free agents, especially being in Dallas. It's a good market. And he's the type of guy people want to play with. He's unselfish, and he moves the ball as good as anyone else in the NBA. So, we see what he's doing right now with the offense he's got.
Yeah, well, Luka is literally like, if you compare him, all right, so we're talking about the GOAT, like where do you see him all time? I feel like we can put it down to this. Luka, when it comes down to his basketball skill, is at such an elite level already that he doesn't have to rely on athleticism. But where LeBron and Jordan may have relied on athleticism more in their youth and found that at least that elite basketball mentality and the skill set later on in their career, Luka's going to have it his whole career, and he will never need to rely on that athletic ability like he needs to, and he's just going to do great his whole career.
He came into the league with that championship pedigree.
Yep.
For sure. I mean, then again,
he had already won.
It's going to lead to Nebi's topic. I can already feel it. Feel it.
My man Luka was pro since he was a youngin'. That's all I'm saying. He was getting the money, working with pro coaches. Comes into NBA ready.
You sound like your dad if you were like LeVar Ball kind of dad. Like, yeah, that's my boy.
Hey, look, I'm adamant on this. It's conflict so much so But that was on the last episode. If you didn't check that out, go check that out.
Go check it out. All the podcast episodes are on our IG.
Yeah, I'll say watching Luka the last 2 years, he has that. Like, I don't know the word to say. He has that dog in him. Like he wants it, and when you think about like young LeBron, he kind of was like, yeah, he would take the shot, but he would pass the shot. Where Luka, like we just saw it against the Clippers, he shot like a 7-foot three to win the game. He wasn't passing that ball. He didn't look at anybody. He Kobe'd it. He literally was like, I'm the best person to shoot this.
That's the thing with Luka too, is that he came in with a more refined offensive game than LeBron had at that age. LeBron's athleticism, obviously did what it did for him to be able to score at that young age. I mean, obviously he has so much more to his game, but Luka came in, doesn't have that athleticism. He's just got more in his bag.
Yeah, when it comes to pure basketball talent, not athletic talent, Luka definitely has it compared to those other GOATs. I think he definitely takes that category.
Luka is just so far ahead of his time and his age. I mean, people already say he's a top 5 player in the NBA, and he just turned 21 years old. So I haven't seen.
Obviously, like the athletic players like Jordan and your LeBron and stuff like that, their athleticism, obviously it fades, but it still carries to a certain extent. Like LeBron now at 35 is probably more athletic than Luka will ever be.
Yeah.
Do you think Luka
He is more athletic than Luka was.
Yes, he is. Like he definitely is. Do you think when Luka gets older, since he has very little athleticism to start with, that he will get way worse, way faster?
I think actually that he is going to age better than any of the other guys because he never ever relied on that athleticism in the first place. So his game is only going to evolve, and it's just going to adapt as he goes. I mean, there's not really much adapting because, again, he doesn't rely on any of that athleticism. He already has that pace to his game. He knows how to slow it down and speed it up when he needs to.
Yeah, the thing I think I would look at is his step back and how much space he gets off that step back. Like, do you think he can just generate that much force when he gets older? It's just like one of those things I think of. But
that's the thing. It's not like the step back is all about controlling your momentum more than anything.
I mean, you can hit a 30-foot step back jumper at a gym, but he's like a 6'8" professional athlete. I don't think he's gonna have trouble just chucking up a ball. Like I don't think it's that. It's gonna be that bad. It's gonna be more of him chasing down rebounds or playing defense effectively.
I mean, that's the thing. His
as he gets older,
he's already where he's lacking. Like that's the one thing that he's lacking. That obviously Jordan and LeBron, were some of the greatest of their time on the defensive end.
I will say though,
great defender that isn't athletic.
Who's a good defender that's not athletic?
Bruce Bowen.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
I
Shaq?
meant more so on the perimeter. I meant more so.
What? Shaq.
Perimeter.
Shaq?
Danny Green. Yeah, I don't know about all that one. But Danny Green's another one.
Yeah. I mean,
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Honestly, definitely Clay.
Klay Thompson too.
I would say Clay's even more athletic than Luka.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, honestly, the thing that I pictured in my head when I just threw Clay on that list was him getting rim blocked in China.
Yo, he tried to do a 360 though.
Yeah, I mean he's not a banger or anything like that. He can bang out but you can't. You're not gonna catch him banging on anybody like that. Like,
I think Luka perfected European basketball. Like when you think of European basketball, I don't think of LeBron James just yamming on everybody, but more of like a prettier game where it's more of
a finesse.
It's more finesse. Like the way you Euro is making sure it's
he has
like
to make up for that athletic ability that he doesn't have compared to a lot of these other guys in the NBA. So he has to use his brain more, and he has to stop on the dimes. That's why you see a lot of step backs, hesitation moves. Because he's not the quickest guy. He's not the fastest. He's not the most athletic. But he has so many go-to moves, like in so many counter moves. If you fall for one move, he hits you with another one. He's right by you. Like every time I see someone try to go defend him, no one can really stay in front of him like that. I mean, I saw him even saucing up Kawhi out on the perimeter this series.
Kawhi don't want smoke.
Kawhi did not even want to step up to him.
If Kawhi wanted smoke,
he would have guarded. He would have never let Reggie Jackson switch on him.
Yeah.
Never. And I would have never thought I said about Kawhi, but he was not trying to get that smoke at the end of the game.
They did come back and win by 50 though. The next game,
they
so.
did, but Paul George actually played good.
Yeah.
Paul George finally played good. Like
pandemic.
Which we originally thought in that game where Luka hit that step back, that we thought we thought Luka was gonna lose that game because Kristaps was out by a lot, and they came back. And then the next game, the inevitable happened. Obviously, you don't have your second best player who's a stud, and you're gonna get shellacked at one point.
And now he's done for good the whole rest of the season because he tore his meniscus. So there will be no more Porzingis. So that means the Clippers will probably win next game. So unfortunate way for the Mavericks season to end, but they will be here.
Hey, but a great preview.
Same thing with the Blazers, though. Real unfortunate.
Yeah, because Dame's.
Think about it. Like Jordan back in his days, even with, I mean, he didn't have a player like Kristaps yet. He got swept and all that stuff like a few times. Like he just like, you know what I mean? We're gonna see. But Luka gave a great showing against a great team.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Potentially.
Luka, what is he averaging this series? Like 35, 10, and 10? I mean...
Yeah, like, it's ridiculous.
Like, that's his playoff average right now, like, when he's done. You're going to go on Basketball Reference and look at his insane playoff average.
He is the Patrick Mahomes of the NBA.
Yeah,
I think Luka...
And he's younger than everybody.
Luka at best will be an average defender. The only thing he really can improve is his jumper and his turnover. I feel like
his three ball is not consistent at all, and he turns the ball over a lot. But he'll get there.
And both things he can fix easily because he's got a great form and he's confident in his shot. So I think he will fix that. And obviously he's just so smart that the turnovers.
I was about to say one thing that's so funny about him is that, like, as you said, he's all over the place with his 3-pointers. Like, his percentage isn't good. His consistency isn't there. But this man consistently is able to hit the clutch shots, and I don't get it. Yeah. It's like when the light is shining its brightest, Luka is gonna hit those shots.
He's got ice in his veins, baby.
Hold on. I hate
told me
yes,
something.
that's what I'm about to say. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Luka actually ranked last amongst like all the superstars in clutch shooting this season. Like, with the game within 5 points in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, his true shooting percentage was like 42, and that was dead last amongst all the other like superstars. The only person.
It's super early.
I know it's early, but we're talking about what he is right now.
I will say
LeBron James was 43% this season.
That also reminds me of just like a Kobe thing. Like, people be like, "Oh yeah, Kobe's not efficient in the clutch or whatever," but that's the guy I want shooting this ball.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the guy.
That's why I don't.
The biggest situation, and it matters. And it's like when you think about career, like that's why LeBron is thought as an unclutch shooter, but he has a stat where it's like, yeah, he's really clutch. It's in the biggest games and the biggest times where he chooses not to take the shot. And that's what's going to get remembered when you go down in history is what you shot in the Eastern Conference Final.
Right, exactly.
In Game 7.
Yeah, because those numbers I brought up.
Not what you shot in the third week of a close game in the regular season.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to matter.
Yeah, those numbers I brought up were like regular season. So if we look at playoffs, he already has one of the biggest shots in playoff history. I mean, that's...
Yeah, if you want to talk truly clutch, it matters in the playoffs.
Yeah,
like, obviously, you can have proficiencies and stuff like that in the regular season and statistics like that, what you shoot down the stretch in the fourth quarter. That's cool and all. But what really matters is those big situations and those big games.
Not going to say LeBron has buzzer beaters on the Pacers and the Raptors and the Magic and
the Bulls.
Sorry.
LeBron actually has the most playoff buzzer beaters, does he not? I'm pretty sure he does in playoff history.
LeBron?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah,
he has the most playoff buzzer beaters. So that whole notion of LeBron not being clutch should have died years ago.
It did take him a while.
That's what I'm saying. It should have died out years ago, though. It did take him a while, but he's had it now for some time.
Luka's taking that though. There ain't no way Luka's gonna go his whole career not pass LeBron in that stat.
I mean, he's got
Yeah,
one on his resume, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how many more he gets. He needs another 5 to tie him.
Yeah, I don't ever personally think LeBron wasn't clutch. I just think he just should have been shooting some of the shots that he used to not ever want to. Almost like he never wanted to shoot it. You know what I mean? He wanted to be the guy like setting up the play basically, and that was his version of being clutch, which I respect. But sometimes you need to get it done yourself.
The thing
For
is
sure.
too, like, I know this is kind of off topic, but like, what do you define as clutch? Is it only hitting the last second shot, or is it like what you do the whole game, like Game 7 elimination, like you're gonna go out there and drop 40 points? Isn't that clutch? Like if you're about to go home, you go out there and do what LeBron did against the Celtics on Miami. Like that's clutch, right? Because I feel like a lot of people only consider clutch being like those last second shots, but they don't take into account like the biggest moments of your career. Like LeBron has had his legacy on the line numerous times, and he has come through. Like aside from the Dallas thing, he came through like every other time after that. Yeah,
Sure.
To me, being
I agree.
clutch is when your team needs you, you're there.
yeah,
When it matters the most.
yeah. That's how I see being clutch.
I will say with kind of getting back on the Luka topic, Luka's the first player I think we've talked about like this since. I mean,
I've
we
talked
kind of talk
about
about like
Giannis.
KD
I've
a
talked
little
about
bit,
Giannis.
Giannis, but
just think-
Luka, I feel different about Luka than all the other people.
Because
Like,
I
I
see
feel
him
like
doing
Luka
it
has
at
something.
21. Like, to me,
Yeah.
like he's doing it at 21. Like, this is only his second year in the league. Like, when I looked at Giannis, I didn't know who Giannis was even.
Right.
I mean, like,
And we
you
all
know,
agree
like,
right now that Luka's top 5.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, in
proving
this very
otherwise.
second, yes.
Top 2, not 2.
Right now,
Facts.
right now, yeah, he's top 25. Like, we're going off this season, yeah, for sure, he's top 5. Yeah.
Top 5.
All right, because he's not better than LeBron. He's not better than Giannis. He's not better than James Harden. He's not better than Kawhi.
Damn, you're capping. He's better than all of them.
No, he's not.
I'm with Nebu here, so
What?
He's number 5.
Hey, look, let me say, it's the playoffs, right? Kawhi didn't want the smoke for the game-winning shot. He didn't want the smoke. He knows. He knows Luka gonna do that, bro. He knows. Everyone, all of them know. They know Luka's got next. And by
That was
got next,
phony.
I mean he's got right now.
I was about to say that's
Yeah,
the thing
of course,
about
yeah.
all those other guys too, is that all the other guys that we were talking about, you know, aside from Jordan and LeBron, they were all guys that you saw them and like, wow, this guy is going to be nice in a few years. But you look at Luka and it's like, wow, this guy is nice right now.
Yeah, like right now. It was just insane the jump that he took from rookie year to
Whoa,
right now,
whoa,
like how amazing it is.
Don't disrespect LeBron and Jordan like they weren't nice off the jump. They were definitely
No, I
nice.
said
Oh.
aside from them two,
Oh,
nobody
okay.
else was really in that discussion.
No, Shaq was nice from the jump. Magic was nice from the jump. Larry was nice from the jump. There's been a lot of players nice from the jump.
Magic
But-
won a chip. Magic won a chip and one
The
finals
thing
MVP
is,
his
though,
rookie year.
Magic, I don't know, Magic wasn't 21 in the NBA, like at the start. What was he, like 24 after 4 years of college? That's the difference that I
Yeah.
see right now.
I mean,
don't know,
is that his fault?
No, it's not, but we're talking about 21-year-old. That's what
I mean,
was
yeah,
talking-
kinda.
Actually, no, Magic was 21 when he was in the NBA, or when he first came in. He was 21.
I mean, really, it's when LeBron came up, everybody really knew. It was kind of like Zion now, but maybe even more so, where everybody knew LeBron was like the next, GOAT coming up. But Luka, I mean, we kind of heard about it from Europe, but we don't live there, so we don't really follow European basketball that much. But the fact that he came in and started like this, people were relating it to Jordan. How Jordan literally, like the second he got into the league, just started just destroying everybody.
I believe
And Luka
it.
got into the league and just boom.
I personally believed in it when I heard it. Like, there's this guy in European basketball winning MVPs and winning championships at like 17 or 18, whatever he was at the time. And coming into the draft, I'm like, how is he not the unanimous number 1 overall pick? It's just
Because so many people don't respect European basketball, and
Rightfully
we've
so.
seen-
A lot of European players didn't come through.
We've seen a lot of European players who haven't come through, but I feel like Luka's tape was Like you could see all the accomplishments he has already had. Like I mean, he was the MVP of the second best league in the world.
Do you think European basketball is tougher than college basketball?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it's
I
not
was just
even
about.
close.
I was just about to go into that.
Bro,
So if you're
European
a GM,
basketball
like-
is so much better.
And he was at Real Madrid. Like that's a squad.
Yeah, European basketball is so much better, bro. And people don't want to put any respect on that, but it's definitely way better competition. If Luka was playing like on Duke or something, bro, he would have been averaging like 40 a game, like easily. Like it would have been wild if he was out there. He would have been way better than everybody. Cause he literally essentially came in as like at the age that a college player would still be in the NBA, like, and still just doing work.
Allowed the Mavs to get a steal. And didn't
Yeah.
they trade with the Hawks?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
hmm
man?
The Hawks drafted him at 3. Mavs drafted Trae Young at 5, and they traded.
Traded him.
Yeah, good. Get
That's
Luka
some
out
Kobe,
the East,
that's some
man.
Kobe stuff out there.
Let him stay
right
in the
there.
West.
Yeah, get Luka out of Atlanta, please.
Do you think Mavs will regret not drafting or not keeping Luka?
You mean the
What?
Hawks?
You mean the Hawks?
The Hawks not regret?
Didn't say the Mavs.
The
I think they
Hawks
already regret it.
have a level of regret.
Nah, I don't think so.
Trae Young is nice.
Trae Young is nice,
Trae
but
Young
there
is
is
nice.
nobody that is on Luka's level. Nobody.
At that draft,
Yeah.
no.
You have to really. I think you have to be like, all right. Like when it comes to top, like Trey has to be somewhere in your top. Like
The only way that trade doesn't come back and backfire on him, what was the extra pick? I know they got an extra pick which landed them
Cam
the
Reddish.
next Cam Reddish. It was Cam Reddish, right? If Cam Reddish turns out to be a good basketball player, even a solid role player, a starter, if Cam Reddish is a good starter, then maybe they won't regret making that decision because they got the guy they wanted and they got a draft pick out of it on top.
and championships. It'll definitely come down to championships too, which I don't know if I can see this Hawks winning. I definitely can see the Mavs winning.
It's tough to say championships though because that comes down to the team you surround them with regardless. So it's not really up to the player as much. Although if Luka goes
Game, though. It's just
multiple finals MVPs,
Okay.
yeah, they're gonna cry about it.
I'm not trying to like disrespect Luka, but like the Hawks, like they got a special player in their own right. I don't think they're bugging too much. Like,
Yeah, I'm
we
thinking,
didn't
like,
pick him.
I feel like it's almost gonna
Like,
be because
Trae
Trae Young
Young's
is
definitely
super
special.
nice. Yeah, he is. Like, do the Rockets regret taking Hakeem over Jordan? Like, Hakeem is still one of the greatest players of all time, and he still got him 2 rings. So we got to see, like, what if Trae Young does become like Steph Curry? I mean, we just don't know.
That's what I was gonna say.
He
If Trae Young can
Trae
take the
Young
Steph
was
Curry
just
route.
average. Yeah, Trae Young just averaged like 28, 4, 8, or
Mhm.
9 or something like that, and like he
Yeah.
actually shot efficient. He was shooting like 36 from 3, like 46 from the field. He's an amazing passer. He's just another one. He's got to work on the turnovers, and obviously we know he's the worst defender in the NBA.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's also one of the best offensive players. I mean, his second season, he was an all-star starter.
Also on the Hawks. Don't forget that.
Yeah, the Hawks are terrible. Like no. Like,
I
no
see him
good
going to a
coach.
different team.
Yeah, I mean, unless like
No, I
Cam
think-
Reddish gets nice, and then like Clint Capella's there now too. John Collins
I
is
think
nice.
Atlanta's a good.
Yeah,
I think
like,
Atlanta's
just give
an
him a few more
underrated
years.
spot.
Give him a few more years. It's like the Pelicans. Give them a few more years. Let them develop a little bit more. Give them better coaching. They could be good. They could be out here.
For sure. For
They could be
sure.
out here. So I feel like, well, let's wait. Let's come back on this thing like 5 years from now, on whether or not the Hawks are gonna regret not drafting Luka. Like
Who
for sure,
Network?
gonna regret it. Who Network?
Let me
But,
tell you who does regret it though. The Suns and the Kings. They do regret that.
especially the Kings. At least DeAndre Ayton is like, when he's been on the court, he looks like a really good player. Like
Vladdy Kugac.
and like Marvin Bagley in his short amount of time on the court, since he can't stay healthy, like he has put up decent numbers, but not number 2 pick numbers at all. And he is nowhere close to
Either of those
Ayton,
guys.
like even Ayton. He's nowhere close to Ayton, let alone Trae Young or Luka Doncic. So, yeah, I mean,
yeah, Sacramento kind of deserves to be depraved of winning basketball, literally just for that.
yeah, I don't see how. Like, I could see Phoenix taking DeAndre Ayton because he's from Arizona, and you know there's so much praise around his name.
Yeah,
He's
and
an
at the
athletic
time,
big man.
the fit they needed was
Yeah,
DeAndre
exactly.
Ayton.
Yeah, at the time they needed that, But the
And Devin
Kings,
Booker has taken over the role that Luka basically plays in the Mavs right now, which is the primary ball handler and all that too.
yeah.
So
But like the
I don't-
Kings passing up on Luka is just
asinine.
Okay, but
Yes,
here's the
yes,
thing
I'm
that makes it worse for the Suns. They had Luka's coach. They had his old coach. His old coach passed up on Luka. Like what? That is crazy.
maybe
Yeah,
he
it's
just
the
didn't
GM making the
think he was
decision at the
like
end of the
that.
day, though.
The
He's a
G.
clown.
Okay, okay. The coach had to know Luka was that nice. There's no way to me he didn't
Yeah.
go up to the GM and be like, "Yo, if you're taking me, we gotta take Luka." Like I don't know. I think he just passed up on him.
I mean, yeah, sometimes they're just like, yeah, I like what we're doing with the team right now, and the GM's like, oh yeah, you like what I'm doing, stuff like that. Well, let me continue to make the decisions. Like, I'm not saying like you're wrong. Like, I think if I was a coach, that's what I want to do. I would want to coach on my terms. But sometimes in the league or like in professional sports, that's how it is. You have guys with egos, especially in powerful positions. They're like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna make this decision.
Or-
Look, if I was a coach, I would have bet my whole career that Luka Doncic was going to be nice.
Yeah,
Right.
me
As
too.
soon as I saw his tape, I knew he was gonna be nice. But I think we're all in agreement here that
He's the
Luka
GOAT.
Doncic will be the GOAT or top 10. But he will be
He's
one of the
already-
greatest players of all time. He will be the best international player ever.
For sure.
And we're all here to witness it, so I'm excited. But that's been another episode of Hoopaholics, episode number 8. I think it should be number 8. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. But I'll get it right when I'm editing. But if you guys enjoyed, please remember to like this, share, leave a comment down below on some other future topics you'd like to see. Our next podcast topic will probably be going over our top 25 players from the season, so be on the lookout for that as well. That'll be coming out hopefully the next couple weeks or so. So yeah, that's been another episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Later.